Right before a collection comes out, which is right now, I feel crazy. In my process, I will go back to the sketchbook. I'll go back to stuff that I drew before I even started really designing jewelry. I mean, I'll go back to every collection that I've drawn for, because there are always little things that'll just come out that aren't necessarily for the collection that I'm working on. I want to look at the work and think, like I do now, about how I felt in the past, that that I can't believe that I figured out how to do that. I want to keep moving forward in that direction, and I want to inspire people, and I want to inspire myself, and shock myself by the things that I can come up with. I start with simple sketches. I think simple shapes, like I've been calling it the slit piece, just slits, and I think that that just long, simple, minimal shape made me think of what goes in these things, or what's beyond that hole. And so landing on this collection is not horribly different than other collections I've made, but I think this one is a bigger example of me pushing hard in one direction and learning that it is the wrong direction. It's for this particular moment. So I set out to create a really sort of vibrant, large, feminine, loud collection, and it just wasn't quite sticking. And I mean, it came down to a shape that I saw. I looked at it, and it's such a simple shape, and it made me, for whatever reason, this rectangular shape with a slit through it made me think of parts that come together to make up a whole. And so I said, maybe I should just go with this. And one night, I drew everything. It all came out. And in a way, it's really frustrating, because it's like, oh man, I've been thinking so hard about this one thing for so long, and then suddenly one night I can see this one shape, and that's going to be the thing that is going to turn into an entire collection, and it takes me one night to do it. The collection did not take one night to make, though. So I'll take the sketch of something, I'll make it the precise measurements that I want, and then I will take an X-Acto knife and cut the sketch out of the paper and tape it on the top of a block of wax. And then from there, I will take a burr bit that grinds off the majority of the wax around, like just the simple shape. And then once I get that, then I start working a little bit more into the detail of the wax. So I'll go from using my flex shaft with a bit that quickly grinds and cuts the wax up and removes it, to very fine carving tools that are similar to tools that you would use with clay. I have really heavy hands, so I break waxes a lot. I'm learning and getting better at that, particularly with the interlocking rings. I think I broke the middle ring maybe 15 times before I got it in the wax, so then I have to melt it back together. And then I'll even take a big, huge file and file it down to be exactly what I want. And then I have to work on the smoothing out of the outside of the wax, so that it's pretty much in the best form it can be before we take it to get the wax burnt out and then injected with molten metal. And then we make a mold from that and turn that into something that we can cast parts from. I want people to feel that they belong when they pick up this collection and try it on and decide that they want to take a piece home with them. I think I am of the belief system that, yeah, there's talent in the work that I do, that creative people do, but I think a lot of it is patience and time and practice and hard work, really. My favorite part of the process of designing jewelry is the moment when I know that it has clicked, when I've hit it, and I just know it, and it happens every time. But I look at it and I just know that it's good, and I know that it's going to work out in the end, and I feel happy about that. So that's my favorite part of the process. When I hit that point in the process, sometimes I will do things like throw all my tools down and say, "I'm a genius," or something like that. Clap really loud.